The U.S. Embassy in Havana, Cuba, is open for business again after more than half a century. Secretary of State John Kerry left Cuba last night for Washington after he attended the official raising of the American flag in Havana on Friday. Kerry went to Havana to personally oversee the reopening of the long-shuttered American embassy. Margaret Brennan was there.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Great Seal.
History was made before dawn Friday when the United States seal was hung at the embassy for the first time in 54 years. Once daylight broke, 3 Cold War-era Marines who shuttered the embassy in 1961 helped the next generation unfurl the flag. James Tracy, then a master gunnery sergeant, was one of those Marines who helped take down the flag and promised one day to return.
We're back. We're here to stay this time, I think. So, and I'm coming back with the grandkids. Going to show them where Granddaddy worked one time.
Hundreds of Cubans gathered to watch. This woman said she had long dreamed of the day when Cuba and the U.S. would get along. But despite the optimism of the day, there is still a lot of work needed to repair the decades-long rift. Cuba wants the U.S. to repeal its trade embargo, which is choking its already weak economy. Congress has been reluctant to do that. And President Obama has called on the Castro government to stop the crackdown on political dissidents who want real democracy. I asked Secretary Kerry about that.
How can you promise them that any of the changes here will do any of those bigger things?
I can't promise them. What I can say to them is that we are now engaged in diplomacy and able to help to shed light on what is happening in Cuba, help to understand ourselves better what is happening in Cuba. We're here.
And Secretary Kerry did meet behind closed doors with some of those activists, and that at least was a thorn in the side of the Cuban government on what was otherwise a day of celebration. For CBS This Morning, Saturday, I'm Margaret Brennan in Havana.